Hello and welcome again. We on Daf Ein Bet. I'm sure all of you have the experience of busy and occupied on Friday. People are brushing and cleaning the house, and unfortunately many times people forget to do many things because they're in a rush and they're busy. And one of the things that people forget is to turn off the light in the refrigerator. So this is actually what happened to one of the families. They forgot to turn off the light in the refrigerator. That means that when they open the door of the refrigerator, the light turns on, and that's forbidden on Shabbat. So the rabbis give us different ways, different solutions to this problem. Since all the delicious food are in the fridge, well, they're not going to eat anything for Shabbat. So one of the solutions, obviously, is to bring a Gentile and turn off the light. But what happens if a person doesn't have this kind of a person? So let's learn the Gemara, and we see how can we figure out from the Gemara the halacha, this particular halacha, the solution for this situation, for this question. The Gemara says as follows: Nitkaven lagbiya et talush. If a person intended to pick up some item that fell in let's say in a vegetable patch, and together with that he picked something that was touched to the ground, something that was connecting the ground, like say a carrot that was connected, and actually he cut it off, he ripped it off, and he together with the item that fell in that place. So the Gemara says patur. Is exempt, he doesn't bring any sacrifice. But what happens if he intended to cut something, intended to take something that was detached, but by mistake it was touched to the ground. In reality it was touched to the ground and were connected. So in that case he is violating the halacha of kotzer, reaping. So the Gemara brings us two different opinions. Rabbi Amar Patur, Rabbi Amar Chayav. Rabbi said he's exempt from that case, from that situation, because since he didn't, it was not in his mind to violate any forbidden law. But Rabbi Amar Chayav is liable for chatat. Why? Because still in his mind he wanted to cut something. So even he wanted to do an action, the same action that was in his mind, he intended to do. So therefore, in Kod Abaye is chayav, but the halacha is like Rabba, that is exempt from bringing korban. Now, let's see. In our situation, if I call, for instance, to a child to open this door, the door refrigerator on Shabbat, yeah, and he doesn't know that inside the bulb is on. And he doesn't know that if he will open it, the bulb will turn on. So many rabbis says, yeah, we can call a child and tell him to open the refrigerator on Shabbat, and in his mind, he thinks about, yeah, I want to take out the food. But actually, automatically the light turns on, but still we consider it in the same category of mitasek, lack of awareness. A person that doesn't really know, he doesn't know what he's doing. So the katan here doesn't know what he's doing, doesn't know that he eventually will turn on the light. So therefore, the halacha is that he's allowed to open, include the many rabbis, to ask the child, please can you open the refrigerator and take out the food, but very important to know that don't close it again, because then you're turning off the light. So you have to put a towel on the door, on the surface of the door, that the door will not close again, and then close back, and then take out all the food that you want to eat on Shabbat. Now, many rabbis quote Rabbi Eli Tal. Rabbi Eli Tal brings a different Gemara, and Rabbi Eli Tal says that still it's forbidden to do the same thing. The same thing that means. Rabbi Eli Tal says that we have different issues. We have melechet machshevet, things that connected with our own mind, things that we're not thinking, we didn't come up to our mind in the first place, and things that connected with mitasek, lack of awareness, something that you never thought about, yeah. And I don't want to go into it because it's really deep, but it's different issues. But they say that even Rabbi Eli Tal, that is restricted in what we said in our situation, we say that in this particular case, Rabbi Akiva will admit, will say, yeah, it's still allowed. Why? Because in this case, it's not the same action, but in two positions, in two ways. For instance, it's not something that a person wants to pick up a carrot, but he doesn't know that he doesn't know that it's connected to the ground. He thinks it's disconnected. It's detached to the ground, to the earth. So you're still doing the same action, but small thingy you were not aware about. Okay, that Rabbi Akiva will say you're not allowed to do it. Right? The Gemara says it's patur, but still it's not allowed to do on Shabbat. But in our case, we are asking a child to do one action. We're asking a person to do child to do one act, and automatically a different thing happens. Okay, so it's this absolutely different situation, different case, and in that particular situation, we say that it's permitted to do that on Shabbat.